Hello Internet, welcome to AI Code School, and today we are going to discuss something that is called madness. Because recently I was rather dumbfounded to find out that everyone is talking about this Bolt.new AI agent, which is available online. Of course, you can just type Bolt.new and this will open up this page, and it will give you a very real life world of experience kind of things to build any app on this interface, right? Not only that, you can also deploy it in your production level, and you can also work on it, work on your project here, keeping the data secure, safe, etc., etc. And moreover, it is open source. But the funny part of open source is that many open source projects are actually are there in GitHub to make money, right? So this Bolt.new is also making money, because if you open up this interface on your browser, you will be they will welcome you, of course, with a message here, because this is Christmas season, and happy Christmas to everyone, and New Year is coming. That is why they are saying that happy end of year prompt during the holidays with 2 million free tokens, right? So this 2 million means 20 lakhs. It's a huge amount of tokens, you might think, but the once the holiday is over, you will find that, oh my goodness, my token is I have almost used all my tokens. Then they will charge you money, right? Now, based on this assumption that it will charge you money and you cannot use such an exciting chatting prompt kind of things where you can build your project, then people think about how we can install it locally, because it is open source, right? So since it is open source, you can just clone it first of all, install on your machine. And cloning is not stealing, of course not, because it is open source. The problem is there are many videos on YouTube, and I have seen, I've also researched for last couple of days here, and what they wanted, everyone wanted to say that, okay, you install it this way, you install it that way, but it's not working, right? It's not working, and I'm just going to show you in a minute why it's not working. Because not only that, I will also show you how to make it work. That is the key part of this video, because and it will be a little bit long, but you have to stick around till end to see how it works, right? And it will work on any kind of machine, because I have been a Linux guy since I was almost around 25 or 27 from. That means for last almost 30 years or more, I've been using Linux, right? So my machine is very old machine, right? I don't believe spending money on this GPU or kind of things and other those high-end machines and etc. Because Linux runs on a very the demand of Linux is very low. So there is no hardware issue, right? It's not working. It was not working on my machine. It was not hardware issue. It was because I was rather dumbfounded to find out that there are so many ways people are displaying and showing that do this and do that, etc., etc., etc. Finally, I have found a strategy to encounter this problem, and finally I have managed to install it locally. And how I have done it, I'm going to show you in this video. But before that, you will have to see how I have failed, right? Failure is the pillar of success. right? The proverb says. So my failure for last couple of days, not couple of days, but 1 day or 2 day maybe. And I'm not a maniac. I don't spend my whole day on computer. I never do that. Maximum 1 hour, 2 hours. That is everything I do. Uh, so basically, I'm going to show you how this thing works. But before that, let me show you another thing, because sorry, if you open up this one and just click start a blog with Astro, it will show you something like this, right? Because it gives us a error message, right? And if you go to preview, there is no preview available, right? Because there are a lot of things, kind of things like npm install, npm run dev, etc. These, therefore, and here also they keep us reminding that 2000k daily tokens remaining. Okay, basically, and you know, it comes, ultimately it comes, hello astronaut. It's a blog, right? Astro blog, right? So basically it's working on your browser. What I wanted to say, that wanted to tell you that it will work on your browser, but it will keep reminding you that your token, uh, you have update to or buy it with $20 or $30 or $60, etc. But I'm not in a mood to spend a single dollar on this AI crap. Okay, because why should I do that? Why should I do that? Right? I can install it locally. I'll run it locally because it is open source. I again repeat, since it is open source, it should allow me to run it locally on my machine, right? But there are a lot of catches, a lot of traps, a lot of things you need to know before you really want to run it locally. So let's start. Now, many thanks for your patience. You have probably seen 1 or 2 minutes of video where I tried frantically from every possible angle. If you look, take a look at our planet from a satellite, from every possible angle, right? Fourth dimension, fifth dimension, 500 dimension, every possible angle, I have tried my best to uh, run it locally, right? And it did not work. But it will work, right? So please, little, I ask you for a little bit more patience, because I want to introduce you a guy called Cole Medin. I don't know how to exactly pronounce his name. He's a very young guy, very promising AI developer, AI specialist with a wide range of experience developing AI agents, RAG solutions, local AI deployments, etc., etc. And this is his GitHub page, right? He enters the theater of Bolt.new, which had been playing on for some time, I think. And he, since I again repeat, Bolt.new is an open source code, right? So you can fork it, you can clone it. It's not still. Now he forked it, right, and he developed it. I mean, he modified it and opened it for other developers so that they could also contribute to this open source AI agent. And they were very, very successful. Successful in doing what? In doing to get you out from that code diarrhea. Okay, from code diarrhea, or you can say code hysteria kind of things. And finally, according to this guy's YouTube page and YouTube videos and GitHub page altogether, I studied I also watched his YouTube videos also. He's a very good guy, really very good guy. We want more guys like him because our humanity needs them so that the knowledge remains free, right? So he also, you can watch his YouTube videos also. They are very technical also, very technical. So non-technical guys will not find how to open it and how to do it. Now I'm going to show you for absolutely non-technical guys how to run this Bolt.new AI agent, which basically runs on web browser and making money, having been open source also, but making money anyway. That is their part, their conscience. Anyway, so this guy has developed it, modified it, and also other put their efforts, and they have made it success so that you can run it really locally. Only a little bit tweak, right? The first thing first, let me show you how to do it. Okay, thank you for your patience because I have opened up Bolt.new AI agent in my local machine, and this is the oldest machine I ever had, because have had, because it has been serving me since 2007, right? So almost 17 years old machine with Ubuntu as operating system. I have made it possible to open up Bolt.new in my local machine, right? And I have just instructed Bolt.new to give me create an index HTML, very simple HTML, right? The only problem is that the preview is not available, but I think I can solve that problem also in future, no problem. And if you just try to, I want to catch your attention to one thing here. The model is, you can see here, the model is Llama 3.170B Grok, and the Grok, and I supplied the API key of Grok. I created the API key of Grok and supplied it to my code block, where I'm just going to show you in a minute, no problem. That is not a big issue also. But before that, let me show you another instruction, another chat, so that you would be convinced that it's working. Write a simple Python file, building a calculator, okay, and run it, and here comes your calculator.py. Okay, you can see here come it, and now you can sync your file, you can toggle terminal, you can push to GitHub, you can only the preview is not possible, right? Preview is not possible, but it can be possible. I have not searched it yet, but it might be possible also. So I will see in the future how I can develop it. Anyway, now I am telling you how I have done it, right? And I believe you can also do it whatever machine you have, because I have no GPU kind of things. I have a CPU, and it's a very simple machine. I am again repeating that it's a very simple machine running Ubuntu 20, in fact. And this is my, you can see the URL also here, localhost. Only thing that I have done, that I am going to tell you in a minute, that I have installed Google Chrome Canary, which is another Chrome browser, that actually you need to make these things possible, right? So let me show you the steps now, okay, so that you can just follow. And remember, in my GitHub link that I have given in my description below, you will get the steps just as I am going to show you, right? So stay tuned for the last show. Now I'm going to tell you what you are going to do. Number one is you need to install Node.js, right? Node.js, the latest version. That means you can see here the version v20, okay, v20.10.0, and you also need to install the npm, which is also should be the latest version. And I again repeat, I am giving the link in my description below, the GitHub link, where you will find all the commands you need to type on your machine. I mean, I can't guarantee it for Windows or Mac because I have never used this operating systems because I suspect them. So I'm a Linux guy, so I have used it in my Ubuntu terminal and it works very fine. Now, thing is, the basic catch is, right? The basic catch is once you clone the repository in your local machine, you just come to open up that repository in your Visual Studio Code editor, and then come to and then find the .env.example file, right? This file, okay. And once you get this file, you will get all the API keys. That means this one, all the API keys, base URL, etc. You can mention them, right? You can mention them, and there are API keys like Open Router, Google Generative API key, Olama, OpenAI, DeepSeek, etc., etc. You can first you make .env.example to .env, right? Then you will find the API keys, and you can see here from this one that every link is given in this environment file. You just click it, you just authenticate it by login with your GitHub account or Gmail account. Then you will get the API key, right? And just paste the API key, every possible API keys, from Anthropic to Grok to OpenAI API key, etc., Google, etc., Olama, etc. That is it. That is all you have to do for the sake of running the Bolt.new in your local machine. Nothing else you have to do. Nothing else you have to do. I again repeat, nothing else you have to do. But before that, you need to install Node.js number 1 and npm number 2, so that you can run the command, that is npm run dev, which is the command or npm run dev, whatever you call it. You can run that command. I have also given that commands in my description below, so you will get everything in the description below link. And I again repeat, you can do it. It is extremely easy, in fact, the easiest thing possible in the world. All you need to do is just clone that repository, nothing else. Then you can, of course, work on it. You can modify it, etc. You can make it better. You can make the interface better. Of course, there are a lot of things you can do, of course. So that is it. Nothing special, nothing very special to run Bolt.new in your local machine. Another thing I would like to remind you that the OpenAI key or the another thing is Anthropic key, which is using Plont 3.5 solid. They will not work because they will ask for money. Only the Grok API key will work, right? So you come to the I have shown you how I used Grok in just previously. So you just select Grok, you use it, and you can also try other things like Google, etc., DeepSeek, etc. Every API key you can try and use your Bolt.new local version as much as possible. Write any code and build your project on your local machine. And moreover, you don't have to install Olama or any kind of things, right? You don't have to install anything. Only you install Node.js, only you install npm latest versions, all you need to do that, and that is fine. That will run your code. And of course, I just forgot to add that Google Chrome Canary browser, that is also needed for running this in your localhost machine. Right? Thanks for watching. I hope it works. If it does not work, please write in the comments below the reasons. I would like to, at least I would like to try to explain why it's not working, or try to understand why it's not working. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching AI Code School. Support me, and if you like this video, please subscribe and share with your friends if you really find it helpful. So again, thank you very much for being here.